Aloha Gravel Ohana, and welcome to Aloha Gravel. I'm going to do a full tour of the 2025 Aloha Gravel course. So we got a big gravel climb and some gravel descents and single track descents on the way down. So follow along. I'm out here in front of Maui Sunriders, which is where our parking lot and start and finish location is going to be. If you need to rent a bike, look up Maui Sunriders. They will definitely help you out. They have mountain bikes and road bikes that you can rent. Otherwise, if you want them to help you put your bike together, if you bring your own bike or have any mechanical work, check out Maui Sunriders. All right, after a very short climb on an old golf cart path, actually a little paved, we're right on to some gravel, and we'll jump into a little quarter-mile section of single track. So this is a good time to talk about bike. What bike should we use? I'm using the Lauf Segla. Tons of tire clearance. You can fit up to 2.2 inch tires. I have 50 mils on here, but definitely wouldn't hurt to have bigger, as this kind of blends the line of gravel and easy single track. So check out the Lauf Segla. Like I said, if you want to rent a bike, you totally can rent that from Maui Sunriders. They have plenty of mountain bikes available. All right, here's the first little single track section. Nice and easy, nothing too crazy. There is one little climb that, if you're not great at technical climbing, might be a little hard. So you can see it's pretty open. Nothing too crazy in here. I'm not a good mountain biker at all, and I'm doing okay in here. We've gone through and we're gonna clean this out even more, so everything's even more open through here. As we're going through here, one thing you're really gonna see is how dry everything is right now. So we are gonna be taking no open flames very seriously this year. Hopefully in the next few weeks, while we are doing this, we're gonna get some more rain and this won't be a problem. But and we finish out this little single track section. And then one quick power climb, and boom, we are out on gravel for a 3.5 mile climb, maybe a little bit less. This climb averages 8 or 9% the whole way and kicks up to 19%. So bring your climbing legs. It's a really good course and a challenging course, but you're gonna do a lot of climbing through Aloha Gravel. We'll see you a little bit farther up the climb. Next we are talking about the race style. So this is kind of a blend between cross-country mountain bikes type of course, where it's a lap, which is not very common in gravel. But again, if you want to ride a mountain bike, ride a mountain bike. So there's a couple reasons we did this lap style. One, land usage is really hard to find. So putting together a 100-mile course or even a 30-mile gravel course would be very, very difficult. So we use what we have. The other thing is it really promotes community, which is the whole purpose of this event. There's no podiums, there's no racing, there's no categories. It's just you and your bike in a very beautiful place. If you want to come out and do one lap and take 2 hours, you should do that. If you want to come here and try to rip yourself apart, we have this land for 6.5 hours on race day. Let's see how many laps somebody can do. It'll be pretty cool. So once you're done, we invite everybody to stay, cheer people on, hang out, have a good time. So that's why we're doing lap styles. Your finisher patch, everybody gets a patch, and we will write how many laps you finish. If that's one, good on you. I don't know if you can tell, but this is hard for me. And one lap, if you stop and take a ton of photos and look at all the overlooks and hang out, one lap is awesome. Take 2 or 3 hours. to do one lap. Like I said, if somebody wants to go for 10, that'd be crazy. I think that would be equivalent to about the same effort as Mauna Kea on the Big Island. So go for it. Let's see who can get the most laps. Okay, we're about a mile and a half in up the climb. We're coming across one of two groves of these awesome Norfolk Island pines, also sometimes known as cook pines. They can get just over 100 feet tall, so I don't know if it comes across on camera, but they are really cool, very tall trees. Maybe I'll throw a little drone footage in there, but we actually get to ride through another grove on the way down in some cool little single track sections. So yeah, about halfway up. Right around this corner up here is one of the steepest sections at 19%. Woo! Now the most important part, the why. Why Aloha Gravel? Why did we start this event? Why is it a community event and not a race? The number one reason is this event was designed from the ground up to give back. It's why we have the Gravel Worlds Foundation now, where we want to do more events like this, where 100% of profits stay in those communities. So this year, we partnered with Amua Family Services, which is actually one of the oldest nonprofits in the country, going back to the 1940s. They help kids in need here in Maui County, which includes the island of Maui, Lanai, and Molokai. Specifically, Aloha Gravel will help their Dream Amua program, which helps kids with unique memories or helping them overcome things that they need in their lives. Kind of like a Make-A-Wish program, but more specialized to what the kids on island really need. So when you see the registration fee, know that 100% of profits are staying here on island. They're staying here to help children of Maui. So thank you so much for your support. There is a donate more button when you check out. If you would like to donate any additional funds, that would be greatly appreciated. Woo! Made it up the steepest section of the climb. It actually started raining. This is great. But 19%. No shame if you walk or stop or do anything on any part of this climb, because it is very difficult. But once you get past this section, we ride the ridge trail and it makes it all worth it. And this is what the climb is all about. We are at the top of beautiful Razor Ridge. This is the top of the climb. We are just over 3 miles. So the climb is 3 miles with 1,400 feet of climbing. It is a spicy, spicy climb. You can have beautiful views up here, up into Razor Ridge, all the way down into the ocean over here. And then if you look on this way, you can see the island of Lanai. So it's a beautiful, beautiful spot up here. Once you get up here, hang out, take photos, hang out with your friends, and we head down for some single track descent for a little while. This section right off of Razor Ridge is the worst part of single track. This is going to be the steepest section. It's not very long, but it is the steepest section. A little bit of roots, but not bad. Nothing crazy, but if you're not used to it, maybe go out and ride some single track in practice. That right there was the worst section of single track on the whole thing. So the rest of it is pretty flowy, maybe some loose dirt here and there, but you can see on a big wide tire gravel bike, you have no problems. And again, if you want to use a mountain bike, you totally can. Okay, section 2 of single track. We made it down the steepest part, and this actually leads us into our second beautiful overlook and through the pasture. This section was actually on the old Xterra route, so if you are familiar with Xterra triathlons, this was a part of the World Championship. We are going to have a beautiful view up here of Molokai and Lanai. Holy smokes, this is incredible. Look at that. You have Molokai over here, an island that's very, very local, very hard to get to. And then Lanai, which if you have a chance to ever go over there, that whole island is gravel roads. So you can take the ferry over there for, I think, about $100, $150. You can spend a whole day over there biking. But this is the beautiful pasture, and this is overlook number 2. Okay, we made it through the pasture. Now we're on to the pretty much the only section of the descent that is gravel road or dirt road, but it's really fun. You can get some really fun speed in here. Do be careful, there is wildlife like boars and stuff, that wild pig that can come through here, so just be careful, but this is a really fun section, so let's go down. Okay, back into single track. This is one of the more tight sections, but you can still see there's plenty of room on both sides. We'll have this cleaned out so there's not all these bunch of sticks and stuff laying around in the trail. The best part of this section is it actually makes a shaka on Strava. So this is a really fun section that you get to experience and have a really cool Strava heat map that nobody else is gonna have. Now for one of my favorite parts on the descent, riding through those Norfolk pines, another section of those, riding among 100-foot trees is pretty darn special. And the smell in here is also something that's kind of cool that you can really only experience if you're here. And that's it's kind of like if Colorado had a rainforest. It's kind of, I don't know what car air freshener that is, but it's a good one. So it's one of my favorite sections. Now we're off to Duck Pond. All right, overlook number 3, and we're gonna have an aid station here, looking down into the valley, clear down to Honokahua Bay. But the most cool part is Duck Pond. Why do they call it Duck Pond? I think we're gonna find out. Hey guys. Hello. Excuse me guys. Excuse me boys. Just be careful as you go through Duck Pond. It brings a smile to your face, but a lot of times they actually run towards you, not away from you, so just be careful. It's one of the fun stops along course. Now we have one more little single track flowy section to the bottom. That halfway down is the last and final overlook. We'll see you at the next overlook. And we are here at the last overlook. Beautiful closer view of Molokai And we only have about less than a mile of single track back down, but the bottom mile is by far the most and flowy single track section with really fun banks and easy flowing. So this is lookout 4 of 4.
Keep grooving. Tell me you can't, and you know I will. Tell me don't go and I'll keep moving. Baby, tell me you can't, and you know I will.
Woo! And just like that, 1 lap done. Woohoo! Oh. 7.6 miles with 1,550 feet of total climbing. We hop back out on the golf cart paths, and that is 1 lap. We'll be down right here. This is where home base will be. We'll have a tent down here, food, water, snacks, all kinds of good stuff waiting for you right here. If you want to be done, be done. Otherwise, lap 2 or 3 or 4 is up that way. So we're gonna head back to the bike shop, and thank you all so much for following along. I hope you sign up or can join us sometime in the future. alohagravel.com. 100% of profits go to help children of Maui. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Lauf, Maui Sunriders, Volet Cycling Apparel, Goo, Good Life Nutrition, and I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but thank you so much to sponsors who are supporting this event, which ultimately means more money raised for kids who need it. So thank you all so much. We will see you November 29th, 2025. And if you're watching this after that, look up Aloha Gravel and we'll let you know information on future years. Thank you guys so much.